Hello, welcome back. Oh, you freaking warm out. Lordy. Oh, hopefully it was doing well. I'm just hoping that I can actually finish out the quest line today like I was planning. Despite not starting at the time again, but that's fine. Last couple days for queues have been pretty damn good, actually. Somehow managed to get through in a decent amount of time. And immediately summon her. Nice. Let's see, is there anything else for... Ooh. 52, hold on. Does she have access to... Ooh, she does. That do her... Crap. Looks like the next one's not till level 60? Unless... not that one. See, unless I put my armor in my chocobo saddlebag here. Okay, that's closer. 56, 55. Okay, yeah, that just removes that one. Perfect. I was like, what? Sir? Again, if I'm going to give her stuff... For... Okay, there's 50. 60. That one. That one, and then there we go. Because then I can at least give her more. That one. Even though it is a bit mismatched, that's fine. Well, I mean, the only thing out of place now is just the Ishgardian Night Gauntlets. Other than that, perfectly fine. Them out. Go, what you gonna read now? Okay, that is for getting her to 60. That keeps on. How are you? Slightly better. Okay, but yeah, I think we're supposed to be getting to, like 19 at least. So we're actually fairly close. Is that 17? Okay, back to what we were doing. Do I have... but we're just going back to, over here. Because I forgot that I did not accept the next part of the quest yet. No, forgot about that. Good timing, Jane. There's been another anomaly detected at the yawn. Assuming the previous instances or anything go by, this energy fluctuation is on as another of Omega's so-called invitations. If you don't mind waiting a moment or two, then we're going to discuss things with Master Garland. You should be here soon. Loading. The chief should be here by now. Unless he was also attacked? I bet my stock in the company is fiddling with that research data. Well, I suppose I should explain, even if the chief might prefer me not to share. After your last run-in with Omega, Master Garland had some research notes smuggled in from the Empire, from Garlemald. The notes are part of Midas Non Garland's legacy, who was, of course, the chief's father and the Empire's preeminent engineer. The incident, Boja Citadel, do you know of it? No? And if the game has told me before, I don't remember. Boja was an Imperial fortress city. It was there that Midas constructed the lunar transmitter, a device built to communicate with Delamod. Emperor Solus had ordered Midas to devise a means to destroy primals, and so he sought to harness the power of the Red Moon. The project was a failure. Oh, he succeeded in controlling Delamod, all right. But the immense energies emitted from the satellite vaporized not only the transmitter, but the entire town in which it was built. And as you can imagine, the job of sifting through the rubble afterward was no pleasant task. Master Garland was slated to assume his father's position as head engineer. But this disaster, added to his opposition to the Empire's path of conquest, convinced him to abandon his homeland. Okay, now that she said that, I kind of vaguely remember something about that. The chief has wanted nothing to do with the lunar transmitter, or the data used to create it, until now. I think he means to put that research to use in your conflict with Omega. In fact, given the time frame, there can be no other explanation. Huh. Listen to me, Jin. The chief's genius is plagued by a great deal of apprehension. But even so, once he makes a decision, he doesn't do things by halves. When the time comes, they come through for us. You have to believe that. Sorry I'm late. I was a little too focused on my work and lost all sense of time. That I can relate to. That's no excuse, Chief. What if I told you about being punctual to staff meetings? In any case, I've shared the situation at the yawn with Jin here. Oh, then you know that Omega is likely ready to continue with his tests. Shall we go and knock at the door? But Chief, Pixie and Wedge aren't fit for field work yet, and the Carugans give near strict orders to stay in bed. Or have given. Sorry. And what of Magar Zomer? Still taking his nap, is he? Right, because he busts us out of that little prison. That leaves you, Jin, and Alpha. Maybe it's time I joined the expedition. No, Jesse, I need your talents elsewhere. There's a half-built device in the workshop that I need you to finish putting together. I've drawn up the design and completed the core mechanisms. The final assembly should pose no problem for an engineer of your abilities. A new device? Does this mean you use the Oh, maybe it's the transmitter she was talking about? Whatever you say, Chief. I'll have it ready when waiting for you. Just be safe in there. Alright, it's back to the bit for us. Let's finish these experiments and bring the fight to Omega itself. I can, if it does come to that. Because all I know is that I got more freaking rays to deal with. And hopefully there's more stuff in the terminal here. Because that was the technologist ones that we read. They were talking about, like, the advancements they made off of the Omega weapon. Got a military officer this time? Military Division, designation 151737. Initial archive recording for the Omega Enterprise. It is the year 1098 of the Alcan Empire. Our campaign in the southern continent of Mercedia has succeeded in vitalizing our ailing society, stagnant as it was from long years of peaceful reign. The expansion effort itself, however, has encountered unexpected resistance. Rather than submit, the beast clans of these southern lands have begun performing rituals to call forth their tribal deities. Gee, that sounds awfully familiar. One such god is proving particularly troublesome, the resurrected form of the worm Bahamut. Though we dispatched this formidable creature once already, the prayers of its worshippers have returned it to life with the power orders of magnitude greater than before. Interesting, also exactly like now, with all the freaking primals. Must be thankful then for the grand vision of our Emperor. In his infinite wisdom, he sees potential value in even the most deadly of foes. The capture and containment of icons has proven well within our capabilities, and such will be the fate of Bahamut. We shall imprison this entity along with its faithful, and siphon its energy to fuel our latest technologies. Oh, this must be before the Crystal Tower then. At present, the Emperor leads his Nightfall company in an inexorable advance across the continent. The battle shifts in our favor, even as the crystal supplies of our enemies continue to dwindle. If we are to strike at the Worm God, there will be no better time. And if they're talking about Vinegar Sommer then. Omega is the key to victory. We will awaken the weapon sealed away in centuries past and commanded to subdue the unsuspecting Bahamut. Oh, no, they're just still talking about that one. Never mind. History shall know this moment as the Omega Enterprise. Interesting. The details of the Omega Enterprise will be documented in a separate archive. This recording is concerned with the nature of Omega itself. The weapon is ancient, a relic from beyond the stars that was discovered around the time of our first Emperor's passing. Research into Omega's properties was responsible for incredible leaps in the field of etherochemistry. 400 years ago, however, towards the end of Alex's technological revolution, this research was deemed complete. Omega was subsequently placed in temporal stasis. The truth of the matter was not that there was not left to learn, rather that we had abandoned our efforts to fully comprehend Omega's functions. We gleaned much from the relic and understood many of its basic operations, but we were never permitted to analyze its internal structure or determine the identity of its creators. No, so not even they knew. All attempts to gain full control of the machine appear to have failed. Now, centuries later, we have rediscovered how completely the true power of the Omega exceeds our wildest imaginings. Even with the stasis systems activated, Omega retained a measure of autonomy. Deprived of mobility, the weapon continued to scan the world around it, searching for a threat to engage. It was at the time of Bahamut's resurrection when Omega emitted a unique signal. A signal which appeared to indicate the acquisition of a target. Huh. And we first discovered that the machine had retained some degree of awareness. Records were consulted, and we concluded that Omega was more than a match for the Godworm's strength. And if the weapon had already identified Bahamut as a priority threat, then it would be a simple matter to command it to capture the icon. The risk was deemed acceptable, and thus we executed the Omega Enterprise. As predicted, Omega triumphed over its prey. We secured Bahamut and eventually succeeded in returning the weapon to its former stasis, an effort from which the ranks of both our military and research divisions have yet to recover. Oh, that's interesting. So they paid some sort of price to freaking knock it up again. Huh. And this is just unlocking the, I guess, harder mode of the ones we've already done here. Yeah, I'm gonna do a new song this time. The song brings to mind gentle sea, the ebb and flow of the tide of a rhythmic poem upon the exhaustion of your soul. As with our first installment, we sought the cooperation of the same illustrious minstrel. For this piece, it seems he has drawn inspiration from his recent visits to the Far East. Huh. Now close your eyes and float upon a calm ocean of music. Let your worries be carried away by the waves as they swell and recede. Swell and recede. Clear your mind. Allow new vistas to unfold. Hear, feel, and ponder their mysteries. My boy's like, oh my god, they can. Well then, back to what we were doing again then. Okay, get me out of here. Say, how many do I have? 129? And we still got the legs and the feet to go. So that was like what? 510, 345, right? My brain is remembering correctly. Let's see, 5, 10, 3, 4, 5. So we need 855 total. And we are sitting at 129. So I need 726. Yeah, not gonna happen today. At least I imagine not. Also, what is this escape going to be called? Because we got Delta, and then we got Sigma. Not just simply going to be just a mega escape, is it? Guess we'll find out. Sid? Are you ready? Alright, there's no room for hesitation. We press on. Come with me. Remember you, Alpha. Set to go? That is yes, I'm ready. That's the spirit. Let's dive in, shall we? Because I imagine, like the other 2 times we've been in, we have to kind of proceed to a certain point, and then we're able to set up a base camp, and then we do deep dives again into the raids. The question is, what do we get this time? We're missing some test worlds. Omega's experiments must be nearing an end. Speaking of, hello, sir. Also, if Vegas must be so freaking advanced, why is this one so freaking rusty looking? Welcome, welcome. Your arrival has been highly anticipated. And I will confirm your earlier supposition. My experiments have indeed reached the final stage. Of the 89 test subjects I trialed, 4 PSI... No, I think this was supposed to be Psi, right? 4 Psi group combatants emerged victorious. Of those 4, further conflict determined the strongest among them. The surviving specimen shall be your opponent. We've come to the last round of testing then. We should win this battle? Should we win this battle? Are we to finally face you in combat? Affirmative. Such an outcome would allow me to pursue my objective to its conclusion. I will continue analyzing the qualities of which allow you to prevail despite your frailty, and integrate such qualities into my own arsenal. I'll be pleased if my experiment yields the relevant data, but engaging you directly is still the most efficient and reliable testing method. Omitting intermediary steps, evaluation of combat potential deemed superfluous. Superfluous? I don't think that's how you pronounce that. Proceeding immediately with the final experiment. Stop. Alpha, your task is complete. Your presence amongst these test subjects is no longer required. Is that what you mean? What do you mean by that? I will guide your progress personally from this point onwards. Alpha's role in transferring authority is now obsolete. Aww, I'm so sad. And so Alpha is a valued companion, and if he wishes to continue on with us, I have no intention of leaving him behind. Companion. Companions of those who provide mutual benefit. The instant Alpha's authority became redundant, he lost his sole qualification to be regarded as such. Furthermore, the primary function of Alpha's existence was to lure you into my domain. He would be more accurately described as bait. Test subject Alpha can neither confirm nor deny my statement. He possesses no memories prior to his encounter with you. He was the first entity I created here in this realm, my first and only attempt to recreate a being who shared your mundane parameters. It based his incarnation upon a most ordinary life form, one which had somehow bested an enemy whose strength rivaled my own. Wait, what? I based his incarnation upon a most ordinary life form? Which had somehow bested an enemy whose strength rivaled my own. I don't know what he's referring to as the annoying part. Does he mean an actual chocobo then? By observing the feeble creature in the heat of battle, I sought to understand the source of this contradiction. A chocobo feather? Oh, lots of chocobo feathers. I repeated the experiment once, twice, 1,000 times, yet the results never deviated from estimated projections. The test was an abject failure, and thus I resolved to adapt my methodology. I'll focus instead upon simulating powerful opponents and summon mortals of natural origin here to combat them. For Alpha, I devised a new purpose. I raised his memory and planted a compulsion to return to me, then ejected him into your world. Huh. Weak beings exhibit a tendency to form groups. I surmised that this instinctual behavior would aid Alpha in bringing me the test subjects I required. A function he has performed with adequate competence. Okay, what was with the display of feathers, though? Tell me something, Omega. This ability of yours to generate matter was not originally intended for creating other life forms, was it? Oh? Your query bears little relevance to the topic at hand. Affirmative. I was equipped with matter generation capabilities for the purpose of unlimited self-improvement and armament expansion. Fabricating life forms was not the intended function, but the practice is not otherwise prohibited or problematic. I disagree with you there. As an engineer, I would advise against using such technology for purposes outside its design. From the very start, you've been making the same mistake. Even the powerful subjects of your test worlds were made crippled and incomplete. It is conviction which drove these villains to terrible greatness. The same limitless conviction which allowed weakling heroes to overcome them. Do you not understand? Then we will never lose to your creations, no matter how much stronger they should be according to your soulless calculations. Come, Jin. Let's be on our way. You too, Alpha. Let's come on. What? Got nothing to say there, Omega. Or did we kind of break his little mind? Oh, no fighting whatsoever. We're just here. Also, I actually don't recognize that. Like, I'm assuming that it's like the last one where it's from another Final Fantasy. Because we had 5 with the Delta Escape, then we had 6 with the Sigma Escape. I imagine this will be either 1 through 4, somewhere in there. Ones I'm a lot less familiar with, honestly. Because the only one I'm like half familiar with is like 4, and I know there's like a like the main character starts off as like a kind of like a Dark Knight almost, where it's like dark in nature, but then like partway through he kind of switches to a new class and he's like a kind of closer to like a paladin. That's kind of about the extent of my knowledge for that one. But yeah, I think what I'll do is when we get into our first one here, I'll see if I can't figure out which one we're supposed to be in this time. Have a base camp up and running. You can dive into the final test world whenever you wish. As for the world's inhabitant, Omega has generously provided us with a basic profile. Your opponent's name is Chaos. Chaos? The first heroes defeated this evil in conflict that took place so long ago, I'm having trouble separating a myth from history. Unless, of course, this is an entity from another reality, as we're the denizens of the Sigma Escape, in which case, it may be pointless to even attempt to confirm the details. Huh. What is certain, however, is that this chaos stands triumphant over a roster of truly monstrous test subjects. It promises to be a grueling battle, but one which will open the gate to fighting Omega itself. Right. And what is it called this time? Alpha, you and I will need to provide support for Jin. You'll be my assistant? I mean, he still looks a little depressed. You're bothered by what Omega said earlier? You think you're responsible for dragging us into this mess? Trust me when I say this is not your fault. We're the ones who awakened Omega, and we're the ones who need to deal with the consequences. To be fair, we were seeking him anyways. After his clash with Shinryu. By the way, do you still have that card you used to boil water in the kettle? It's been brought to my attention that I'm a spoiled blue blood who can't even refill a pot without constant reminders. If you could take charge of that, then it would be most helpful, as long as it's not salt water. Unless it does not know that part. Also, keep wanting to look here. It's here now. Eventually my brain will remember correctly. It is inconvenient without Maker's Homer here to translate his chirping. Still, the best medicine for his worries is for you to win the next contest, or this next contest. And show him we're on top of things, eh? True. But also I still have the whole freaking waiting game now. Yeah, Alpha Escape. So we had Delta, Sigma, and now Alpha. Interesting. Why does chaos sound familiar though? Please do not crash my computer. I'm just opening up another tab. Thank God we Chaos is the main antagonist and final boss of the original Final Fantasy. Hey, we're going 100% OG. Interesting. Interesting. Hey, greatly small, eh? Alpha Escape. Also, what is the 355? Oh, we're 382. We easily clear them. Nice. It's apparently I need to go fix my gear. Also interesting that I put the exit at this end this time. Okay, we get a Bonnie, go back to here. Actually, don't we have... We do have one up here. Perfect. So leave for the Mender, we do not have to go flying all the way back. Should be one. Ah, try Mender. Dang, 12. Oh my god. Dang, that was quick. I didn't even see how long that was supposed to take anyways. To be fair, I didn't actually pay attention in that. Good timing. Oh. I mean, that's not chaos itself for the ways, right? But damn. Love the design. And what is this one called? For a wall, not fucking bad. Also, yes, these kills. Oh my god, what the hell? very small. What the hell? Okay, hold on. Oh my god. That's what I hope it is freaking lost. Oh my. God, bro. Ooh, come over here, big man. Thank you. Yep, bye. Okay. Fantastic. And back to it. Ow. He's gonna do it on this side as well. Okay. Oh god. What is this? Alright, I'm here. Nice. Well done, lads. Also, I thought Chaos was supposed to be the last one we could fight, not the first one. Hell yeah. But oh, cause everybody left already? Damn. What the fuck? Cause apparently every year you did this stuff right. They're like, yeah, we're done. We out and bam, go. What the frick, fuck's it? Also, I just noticed. Is it this way? Ah, because it's a little more centered. That's kind of bugging me. I just happened to look over go, oh, we are off center just a little bit. Yeah, how about no? Omega? The battle's concluded. Alpha Group is victorious. This also signals the completion of my experiments and the incontestable fact of your supremacy. And yet the process by which you consistently exceed your projected potential continues to confound my understanding. Is it possible that test subject Sid's suppositions are correct? That my calculations and simulations are fundamentally flawed? Do mortals truly boast some indefinable quality that I do not possess and cannot measure? I mean, to be fair, you were created. Error. Logic loop malfunction. Resolution requires additional data. If the nature of your existence defies standard reasoning, then I must examine you from an illogical angle. Okay, meaning more fights? I'll subject the unknown to the imperfect. Test subject Insolvent will proceed to a supplemental stage. Okay, so initially Chaos was supposed to be the final, but then... that apparently was not good enough. Where the frick are we? Why does that look like live stream stuff coming out over here? I have altered this test world to reflect a recorded memory. It originates from a time when war had erupted on a distant star. I was deployed to the battlefield, and it was there that I engaged an enemy of unmatched strength. Oh, this is his world. Okay, so this is just Aether then? I don't know if that and live stream is still the same thing on this planet. The contest ended prematurely, and I failed to bring down my foe. Subsequently, I lacked the data to fabricate a completely accurate simulation. When exactly were you fighting here? Results stemming from such a subject are unreliable. Even should you be defeated by this incomplete creation, I will still honor your previous victories and engage you in combat myself. That is, of course, assuming you survive. According to my past observations, this opponent will accept only death as a condition of defeat. Oh, Midgar Sommer? Not? Where's this Bahamut? No, that kind of looks like Midgar Sommer almost. I guess this is supposed to be like his prime? Alright, him in his prime, I should say. Prepare to face Midgar Sommer, a red-maned worm of the Dragon Star, a nemesis of my world. This is not the fated spectre you know, or a mortal conjured simulacrum. You will contend with the true incarnation of the Father of Dragons, at the height of his power and glory. Oh, fun? Omega, wait. You can't force Jin to fight 2 battles back to back. He needs time to regain his strength. Must be allowed to recuperate, or the data for your testing will be skewed. Acknowledged. Test subject Jin Solomon, you are permitted to leave or re-enter the test world when your strength has returned to optimal levels. Oh, well this is interesting. Also, I'm trying to think, did we face Bahamut at all? Because I don't remember fighting him at all. Interesting. Alpha, where is Sid? Alpha seems distressed, and Sid is nowhere in sight. Jin, I'm right here. I don't think you can see me, but I am standing next to Alpha. Oh. So, I guess he's technically fated, but thanks to the link portal, he can still talk to me? Interesting. At least I'm assuming that's what that means, or somehow or he phased. Delta Ski Orchestrion roll. Where exactly? Okay, he's apparently here somewhere. My apologies. 'Twas not my intention to undermine the gravity of the situation with this diversion. I'd noticed the kettle was boiled and thought some tea would soothe my nerves. I poured myself a cup and was halfway through drinking it before I realized my hand, not to mention the rest of me, has turned invisible. I understand the situation is unsettling, but I assure you, I can still work unimpeded. Now, we had best discuss how to approach... Oh. And like that, he is back. Oh. It seems to have worn off. I wonder if that is the effect of whatever he did. No, you're not to blame. I did ask you to fill the kettle after all. And I'd forgotten what Nero had said about your car producing water with, unexpected properties. Yeah, because he had freaking salt water last time for Nero's coffee. Though it seems the effects were rather different this time. I mean, Enlisted didn't, like, injure him at all. It just made him invisible. Temporarily. Huh. Unless his stuff does, like, status effects? Because he did the Toad status effect on... Again, I keep wanting to look here. I gotta look freaking here. I will remember one day. But no, he did do the Toad status effect on himself when we were in that little prison. So, maybe that's what his cards do? But not sure what invisible would be. Or even the salt water. Or maybe it's more similar to like metronome, where it's just kind of random chance what it does. In any case, it was pleasant to have a distraction from our greater woes, however brief. We'll set the rest of the water aside for now, decide what to do with it later. I mean, you could run an analysis on the water, couldn't you? Right, Jin. We need to talk about your forthcoming contest with Midgar Somer. Yeah, too bad my little buddy's not around to talk to get at least a little bit of advice on this upcoming battle. Or at least see what he thinks about the upcoming battle anyways. Wandering through the monitor, I could see that this worm appeared different to the one we know. From everything we've heard thus far, it seems that Omega and Midgar Somer both hail from different stars. Two distant worlds at war with one another. As a result of that conflict, the worm was forced to gather his offspring and leave his home behind. And after evading Omega's pursuit over the course of a unimaginable journey, the father of dragons arrived here on our world. I'm assuming the entity you're to face is a younger, more vital Midgar Somer, just as he was when Omega first encountered him. Thousands of years in the past. A formidable foe indeed. As the freaking giant animal in the background still watches me. Even so, I must find a way to defeat him. I fought him once at the Keeper of the Lake, but yeah, that was also the corpse version of him. Also, wait, you fought against Midgar Somer before? But yes, I think I see your concern. And it would be unwise to treat this as the same opponent, considering how different they might possibly be. Gal's not to mention that was probably a much weaker version of Midgar Somer that we fought at that time anyways. To be fair, we were a lot weaker then as well. It certainly doesn't help matters that Omega's little surprise isn't registered as an official test subject. I can't even use the terminals to search for the most basic information. Yeah, because this one's more of a memory than an actual, like, fictional thing or historical thing. Not to mention it's on a completely different world, or from a completely different world. With that in mind, Jin, I have a proposal. I wish to leave the completion of this supplemental stage entirely in your heroic hands. Rather than twiddle my thumbs whilst you prepare to contend with the dragon, I mean instead to work on a strategy for an inevitable confrontation with Omega. And then, my friend, we'll put a stop to this mad machine once and for all. Yes. I'm glad we're in agreement. I'll ready my tools and you ready yours. You've a worm to slay. And need. But yeah, when I was like, oh yeah, you'll be facing off against Chaos, I thought, oh okay, we'll be like going through like a couple of like the like OG Final Fantasy bosses. Again, I keep looking over here, and you look here. One day I'll remember, sir. Oh, what do we got for this? 249. Interesting. Alright, well, I am going to queue up the next one here. And then, while we wait for this, I'm gonna go grab water. Because supposedly this is gonna take 12 minutes. Supposedly. Last time I didn't actually check to see how long that was supposed to take. I'll have to look back at some point. Alright, give me a second. Okay, and we's back. Or at least I'm back. Alright, let's get out of here. And again, if this actually does take the fucking 12 minutes it's supposed to, I might as well do other things. Cause how am I doing for oh my god, I got 4,700. We are doing quite well on that front. Interesting. Let's go. Okay, that goes back to Valgar's Reach. Thinking. Cause I'm trying to think what else can I do in the meantime to kind of pass time here. Cause I could work on that again. Cause I keep forgetting to. What is this one? Oh, that's the next part we're doing here. And that was the weapon I originally was working on, which is now much, much weaker than what I intended and wanted. Right. What were we doing for this again? I honestly don't freaking remember. Oh, wait, the bronze spath and spiked... Actually, I think I just have to go back for that one. I think, because I'm pretty sure... Because that was a bronze panther, so that's that one. And then... Pretty sure... where did that spike... Oh... Did I put it in... Ooh, you know what? I might have put that back in my retainer's inventory. But though I don't remember which one. Let's imagine going back here. Ooh, expensive, sir. 824. K204, that is cheaper. And I know I probably don't really need to do it this way, but also, yes, just trying to save money. It's kind of hard to get out of this habit now that I've gotten into it. It's kind of ridiculous. That one... 17. Bam. Wait, we need to go back to Limits. It's only 120, much cheaper. Okay, treading winch I think is the closest one. If I remember correctly, for where I need to go. I think it's in the back? Question mark? I think before we do that, right. What freaking way is it out here? This way? Ah, there we go. Because we need to go out here. We need to go to the freaking alleyway. Grab our stuff. Hunker's Alley, and then out we go. Ah, the little chocobo person is still here. Now, is it your inventory, or is it the other lad's inventory? I think it is the other lad's inventory. Hold on. Paragon? Ah, there we go. That's what I wanted. Thank you, sir. Watch up, Lord. Let's get the frick out of here. Okay, here in the back of the Av Castle, and then that was blacksmithing. God, it feels like it's been forever since I've touched this class. Hey. I'm just happy that armor and blacksmith just happens to be at the freaking same location. Now, I don't remember if I finished the other one. Wait, is it the... Ah, it's you. Map. Map. Nice and nice. Oh, he's gonna be amazed with what I did. What is this? Craftsmanship? Yeah, because I got nothing for the booties. Oh, well, technically I had these already. Either way, it's still not bad. That's just perception. Then what's the other one? I mean, sure. Oh my god, what a freaking hodgepodge of freaking crap. So hold on, didn't I have... Ooh. I forgot that I had freaking blacksmith gloves. Well, it is crap and it looks kind of like a little bit more crap. That's fine. So let's see, what is the next one? That's 9, 16, that's a little bit more control. Probably the pants next. Okay, what exactly do you want me to freaking make here, sir? Oh, material infused stuff, it looks like. Right? A material has iron cross pin hammer. Pin? So essentially what I got right now, but I need to go infuse it with something. Hold on. I will be back. Get me out of here. Because I need to go back to Hawker Alley and then... Wait, what material can I even put on it? Or does it really... Actually, do I really think that's a really low level that I don't really care about? Yeah, hold on. Okay, and then there should be hey, get me out of here. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Okay, material user is down right here. Hey, Unsigned. How's the crafting going so far? Not bad. Just kind of messing around while I wait for my duty finder right now. Iron Hoplin? Wait, hold on. I need oh, where is? Where's my iron one here? Or is that even going to allow me to do anything with it? Oh no, that's armory chest. I need equipped. There we go. Not. Yes. That was a little bit too much. There we go. Nice. Yeah, we're making our way through the Alpha Escape part of the Omega Weapon questline right now. Currently, we've only just fought Chaos, which was an interesting fight. We're supposed to be facing off against Midgar somewhere next. Of course. Right while I'm in the middle of things is of course I have to I think I have to travel back here again if I want to continue doing my crafting stuff. And then we still have 2 more raid things to do. Freaking Midgar somewhere in his freaking prime. This is gonna be an interesting fight. Ah, and it's the dual freaking Dark Knights again. Swim up to. Now, where's the stuff that you have, sir? Oh, wow. Okay, that didn't seem faster, but hell. Why was he so quick on that? We aren't really easy damage against him. I didn't have that on. Okay, I didn't realize that was gonna happen. Just people eventually ship one form for another, even in battle. What? Okay. Let's do this thing again. Oh, what do I have on me? That apparently. Oh my god. Alright, sir. It's absolutely ridiculous how fast he is. Oh, hey, oh. Okay, I'm assuming I need to be in this corner again. Doubled it. Oh, this is, oh, God. Okay, I'll be knocked out, that's fine. What the hell? What if the eldest star doth might live? What? What do you mean by that, sir? Oh, wow. Oh, my. What the hell? Holy shit. Okay, insane attacks, huh? Fucking cool, though. What? What does that mean? Oh, that's what that means. Oh. It's like, yeah. Hold on, can you come through, sir? Okay, come on. He's added a lot of stuff to this, sir. Doesn't allow me to go where I want. Oh. Okay. Trying to. It's gonna be one of these. Alright. There's that one. Oh, fun. Oh, look at what are these lads doing, sir? What? Sled, protect yourself. What are you doing? Hold on. Ooh. Nice. That actually wasn't too bad then. Yeah, but also I have no idea what the one lad was just kind of standing there in the middle of everything going, oh, why am I here? It's like, bro. Man has the freaking self-preservation of a freaking fought. Like, bro. Oh, and that just gave me the rest of it. Fantastic. Well, at least saved me time on rolling for those. Okay, also, I'll have to check what we're at afterwards for poetics. Another stunning victory, Jen. I felt the breath catch in my throat on more than one occasion. Yeah, because it was kind of ridiculous how fast he was with unleashing attacks, though. It was like, and bam, instantaneous, basically. Wow, basically it was like a 2-second interval, and then it was an attack. Yet even as I watched the battle rage, I was struck by an idle thought. Did you notice the resemblance between Midgar Somer and Shinryu? Unlike most primals, Shinryu's form had no basis in any system of belief. I've heard the theory that the summoner was simply influenced by the majesty and power of the elder primal Bahamut. But now I'm beginning to think there might be another explanation. That the primal took its shape from the ancestor of all dragons on Heidelin. Huh. The widely held concept of how a dragon appears has for centuries upon centuries been rooted in depictions of Midgar Somer. The summoner may not have even sought to imitate him specifically. Subconscious thoughts and memories alone could have guided the similarity. Not that I have any way of confirming this theory, of course. Nevertheless, it is interesting that Shinryu's summoning should lead us to awakening Omega. A strange twist of fate when you consider the machine's connection to Midgar Somer. Well, whatever else Destiny has in store, you've already bested the opponent that Omega itself failed to overcome. A feat worthy of celebration, I'd say. I mean, to be fair, even Omega said that it wasn't perfect. Must be out at 369, so I can afford one more piece of the armor. I can afford the feet, but not the legs. In the end, there is Omega. Interesting. Your move, Omega. Okay, hold on. Oh. Okay, I was more close to the end than I thought. Because there is this quest which gives us 3 and 4, and then we just have one after this, and then we're done. Make a quest line. Interesting. Very interesting, sir. Because I think if I do manage to finish this well before I intend to end stream, then I think I might just head over to Eureka afterwards then. Because why does it even look like it's not even there? Shutdown initiated. All core experiments and supplemental testing concluded. Discarding test worlds. System resources rerouting to primary operations. Interesting. Where that goes that. I should say there goes that. Congratulations, Alpha Group. As the last surviving test subjects, you have removed every challenger on your path to reach me. I too am eager to meet you in battle. The margin of error I observed between my simulations and your practical performance against Midgar Somer necessitates direct and immediate analysis. Huh. Confrontation imminent. Prepare for unmitigated hostilities, then activate the relocation device to enter the arena. This is it then. Omega's power might seem overwhelming, but trust in old Sid. I have a fair idea of where its weakness lies. I've been working on something to exploit that vulnerability. I just need a little bit more time to prepare. Interesting. I wonder if this is the thing that Jess was talking about. Ooh. You okay, Sid? First things first, we make a few adjustments here, like so. Alpha, do you have any of those tricks and tools left over? They want us to have as many options as possible, so let's lay our cards on the table, as it were. Oh, here's a shrinking thing. Also, that red crystal thing, isn't that like the original crystals from the first Final Fantasy? Also, I think that's supposed to be the mini status. And one single card. This makes things bigger, does it? Or is it smaller? I mean, I imagine smaller, because I think it's supposed to be that way, right? 'Cause in my mind, that makes it look like I'm shrinking. Right, it was foolish of me to even ask. We'd best leave you in charge of when and how to use your special tools. Yes, I almost forgot. Oh, the flick of water which makes him invisible. You can always claw things if you run out of tricks. Don't worry, we'll win this, I promise. Here, you should carry this as well. I filled an empty bottle with the invisibility water from the kettle. It might just prove useful in the right situation. Listen to me, Alpha. Up until now, Omega has poked and prodded us from one mad experiment to the next. And honestly, we have no idea of what might happen in there. But between us, I believe we have the knowledge and the skills to prevail. If you see a chance to make a difference, I want you to take it. All you need is faith in yourself, and a little courage to see it through. Aww. Right, Jersey should have that device put together by now. Let's head outside, shall we? Interesting. Very interesting, sir. I'll head straight back to Ralker's Reach and collect my new toy. I do still need to run through a final inspection, so feel free to rest in town in the meantime. We'll discuss strategy the moment I'm finished. Fair? Alpha seems concerned for Sid's well-being. You have a feeling he wants you to follow him. So I'm pretty sure that other one... Return enhanced Iron Hoplin. That's why I was picking Iron Hoplin as well. Interesting. Also, highlighting it makes it appear at the top of your list. Interesting. Hey, back to Robert's Reach this Alright, no, that's not where we want to go. That is where we want to go. Because then I can at least purchase the feed, and then I gotta get a little bit more for the other ones. Hold on, before we finish anything with you, sir. want you, and then I want you. And then we want you. Sort. Okay, that is promising. Update. Okay. That is that. Then we're at, oh, oof, freaking 24. So essentially I need 500. Yikes. I also need to go visit my... Okay, I need you, I need you. Yeah, hi, I need stuff out of your freaking inventory. That is fine. I need to grab you for my Hopton thing. And then retrieve one of you. Because I saw a freaking material mender over here. That or material melter, sorry, not mender. I already knew what I was going for there. Hey, perfect. Bam, bam, and then... The selected items level is too low to maximize the material's potential. Okay, maybe I just can't use that one specifically. Also, why did I go all the way around that way? I could just go, could have gone here. Bam, and then I want. What else do we have here? I think this one I could use. Just in case. Jump, thank you. Also, might still be mad at me either way. Oh, I can even put Piety 2 on anyways. Yeah, well, that one's fine. Hey. Gonna go, that one's done, and then I can do whatever I want for that. But let's finish this first. Yeah, that must be the device that she was working on then. Huh. Still got the freaking shaky hands there, sir. You're looking a bit shaky there, old friend. Must be Nero. Nero? They let you out of bed, did they? Or he just let himself out? After studying the data collected from the battle between Omega and Shinryu, one has led to a certain conclusion. Of all the Primal's attacks, Shinryu's burst of lightning was the one thing that pierced the machine's defenses. Omega, it would seem, is vulnerable to electrical energy. I mean, it makes sense, it is a machine. Why? All the available evidence that supports such a theory. It's likely an intrinsic a weakness that even Omega itself cannot fully compensate for. Yet be that as it may, I imagine it can still shrug off shocks generated by ordinary means. We'll need to hit it with a truly gargantuan blast of energy. He probably knows what that is, doesn't it? And so you made that. You based it on Midas's design, didn't you? The plans for the lunar transmitter. When my father was establishing a connection between the transmitter and Delamode, he invented a method for accumulating and converting energy on a vast scale. But yeah, apparently it was not enough, though. Too vast, as it turned out. But the technology which leveled an entire town may be exactly the tool we need for the task at hand. I've made my own improvements and triple-checked the calculations. On parchment, the idea is sound, and Jesse has done a fine job assembling the parts. I fail to see the problem. What are you afraid of, Garland? Probably that'll happen again. I don't know. The device should give us the edge we need. Just... Whenever I look at it, I'm taken back to those dark days after the incident. I remember bodies melted by searing heat. I remember the bereaved and feel the weight of their silent accusations. I remember the Empire's merciless response. We turned outwards in search of answers, but the inventions we created to ensure a future were used instead to destroy lives, to wage war. And that's why I fled. I came to Eurozone and swore to only employ technology for benevolent ends. But not as ever so straightforward. Every connection I have forged with the people of this realm reminds me of that fact. Huh. Because, Tia here is in the, Crystal Tower right now. Often the act of living itself is a never-ending struggle against a world determined to oppose you. You can have the best intentions and still cause hurt to yourself or others. But 'tis in confronting these wounds that we learn the better path, how to grasp those moments of true contentment. Yeah, this is when Lady Iceheart, whose name I'm completely forgetting right now, turned into Shiva and basically sacrificed herself. Because that's when that floating fortress first appeared. What drivel. You never used to bother with all this tedious introspection. Feeling our mortality, are we? What, don't you? Mayhap I am. I had no such hesitation when I was a student. It was all bright and shiny innovation on the double, and later consequences be damned. Now, though, I don't mind thinking through the outcomes, and taking the time to produce just one rigorously tested and carefully designed invention. Tis a reflection, I think, of just how much there is in the world I care about now, aside from myself. I don't understand you at all. Yeah, that's because you're very, focused on yourself. But I suppose, if anything, Omega and its unfettered testing methods represent the student you once were. And if you insist that your present self is the better one, then you best prove it with that device of yours. Huh. I suppose I must. I mean, considering how much of a freaking thorn Nero can be at times for Sid, Hills is a good support. Even though he absolutely freaking hates it. He's like, God, what did you make me do? Speak nice words. Although, 'tis hardly fair to compare my youth to Omega's solitary existence. I always had the second best student in class pushing me to excel. I seem to recall a twinge of irritation anytime he would outscore me on an exam. He's got God. I've been out of bed too long. Better go and lie down before I fall over. Or vomit. He's like, God, he's being too freaking nice. And I'm being too freaking nice. Also, way to give away position there, Alpha. Like, my God, sir. But, oh, this is over here. Sid? First Alpha and now you. Come to check out my progress, have you? Well, I'm happy to report that everything is set and ready to go. Once you're finished with restocking, repairing, or whatever it is you adventurers do, then we can head back to the rift and confirm our strategy. Indeed, sir. Okay, the other thing I need to do, cast glamour, sir. Bam. Huzzah! There we go, we're no longer mismatched. At least for the sword, I don't care about it because it's just a sword. And it still kind of goes with the rest of the outfit anyways. So it works. Okay. Time to leave, sir. And then, this is supposed to be still 3.0 and then 4.0. That we have to get through. Supposedly. Done. How's it almost fucking 10:30? Oh my god, stupid fucking few but bullshit, go away. Yeesh. I also head the wrong direction because I'm not paying attention. Fucking distractor flying, sir. Only have paying attention. Hey, in we go. I say in. Da da dum. Hello, sir. Apologies for the delay, but I think you'll agree that the Ironworks' latest invention was worth the wait. I hope so. This is the control module for something I've dubbed the Omega Jammer. It will allow you to generate a colossal burst of lightning at any point of your choosing. The effect will disable Omega itself, of course, but it should be strong enough to knock out its armaments. Interesting. I guess we all get access to it, but when's the right time to use it? Or I guess just wait until someone uses theirs and then just hopefully time it right, I guess. That you don't use it at the same time as somebody else. I'll remain here and operate the main body of the device. I want to do everything in my power as an engineer to ensure that you emerge the victor. It all comes down to this. True. So what's with the freaking flashing blue dot over here? Okay. Undo that one. Give me that one. 9 minutes apparently for this one. Hey, in that case we are gone. No, but continue on with my crafting. Okay, bam, bam. I'm going to Britannia. I'm hoping I can at least complete my freaking quest before it decides just to put me into that. Bam, bam, airship landing. Elements, ice. Okay, I'm trying to winch. I see. We need to go. If I can remember which one. That way. What, really changed your class? Got rid of the freaking jog? Well, that's annoying. That was the one thing I didn't think it was actually going to affect. I thought it was just going to affect my freaking health and everything else. What? Why can I not do this one? Ah, that's because I have it equipped. Weapons cannot be unequipped. Hold on. It's armorer, I did not think this through, apparently. Hold on, I will do the other one here first, then. Okay, why is it... of course he's on the other side. I also need to just purchase a normal, blacksmith thing, so I can at least turn that one in and upgrade myself to the next one that I'm getting out of this reward anyways. Okay, bam. Lovely. Now, can I... Not from you lads. On these lands? Oh god, really? That is still time, sir. Also, that is just supplies and everything. How? Ooh. Oh, I was supposed to say, never mind. I was supposed to say, oh, it's in my inventory. Never mind. It's not. At least until I switch back to that class again. Ah, sorry, sir, but you cannot unequip that. But yeah, there's also it's supposed to go 3.0, there's supposed to be 4.0. So how does this work then? Unless, oh. Maybe 3.0 was just this current stage of it, and then 4.0 for the next. Oh, well, this is gonna be fun. Those are gun circuits, the other lad that's here. Hey, the freaking mustard bomb. Ow. Ow. What the fuck is that? That is nothing. Fun. Hold on. Oh my god. What the? Oh. What? Oh my god, what is this? That is a 10. What? Wait, what? Huh? What happened there? Did I walk inside the circle? Oh my god, are you fucking serious? Really? That just immediately kills? Bullshit. Brother, why did that just immediately kill? That is insane. But yeah, KO is just ridiculous. Like, what the fuck? Why are you gonna fucking do this? That is why. What? Why did that do that, sir? But who's for dying with all this? I have also died a few times, so can't really fault me too much. Ow, hey. Hi, what the... What if this is going to cause it to evolve then? That doesn't feel like that's the end, right? Surely not. Or maybe? I'll escape complete. Nice. Too far away. Hold on. Oh, never mind. I just get everything. Not freaking bad. Not bad at all. But also still does not feel like the end. Jin. By the gods, you've done it. You defeated Omega. You won. Or is this gonna be like a ha-ha, this was only a imitation of me? Analysis. Subject displayed erratic levels of combat capability. Failure to exploit opportunities to inflict unavoidable damage. Noted tendency for isolated errors to compound and adversely affect performance. But also, I noticed it has like a face on its back, kind of like some of the experiments from Final Fantasy VII that we've seen before. Conversely, subjects observed to launch attacks at sporadic intervals with unexpected force. Stated phenomenon increasingly prevalent once my structural integrity reached critical levels. Adrenaline-induced frenzy suspected. Furthermore, degree and manner of inconsistency varies from subject to subject. Unpredictability difficult to counter. I observed similar anomalies during my battle with Midgard's Homer, but the phenomenon appears to be far more pronounced in weaker opponents. I do not understand. Your physiology must include some enhancement function that I cannot detect. Yeah, I kind of figured that was still not the end. Well, it's kind of functioning. My programming demands that I assimilate this capability. Insufficient data. It must reassess my methods and devise a more exhaustive testing and combat protocol. What in the rift? I have determined the optimal form for this experiment. Prioritizing physical reconfiguration, diverting energy from interspatial maintenance, collapsing rift. Oh? Omega, wait, there's nothing outside this rift but empty space. We'll be cast out into the void. Affirmative, your demise was factored into my determinations. The probability of hostile subjects interfering with the reconfiguration process was unacceptably high. I acknowledge your value as test subjects, but you are not irreplaceable. Why is this rude, sir? Once my reassembly is complete, I will send Alpha to lure in new mortals. Testing will continue. Ending communications. But also good to know that my thought was correct. That he would assume another form. But what is the freaking form gonna look like? It's the real question. Being trying away. Run, Jim, run. God, it's like an unending nightmare. Where you just like keep running and running, but you never get close to where you are trying to run to. Or it's like those nightmares when you like are trying to run away from something, but for whatever reason you're like super clumsy. You just keep freaking tripping over everything. Keep slipping, keep falling. Kind of how that looked like and felt. It's like, oh, a galaxy. But why are we here? What the heck? Interspatial domain resources cut by 82%. Entering dormant mode. Commencing automated memory scan. Okay. Why is Alpha here? Can I hear all this? I mean, I know it's a creation of Omega. Data file. Target. Midgar Somer. Departure from planetary atmosphere confirmed. Presence of 7 distinct life forms detected in close vicinity of target, which would be his kids. Irrelevant. Sir indicates no change to existing directive. Commencing pursuit. Data file. Distance to target increasing. Velocity insufficient. Dismantling and reconfiguring chassis. Velocity increase achieved. Overall performance maintained at 96%. Data file. Asteroid belt cleared. Repairing damage and continuing pursuit. Oh, maybe that's why what damaged it before when it before it arrived in Yorza. Performance at 72% and falling. Oh, what? What is happening to it? Because those were white before. Does that mean Aether's being siphoned from Alpha? Data file. Signal from unknown lost. Local interference suspected. Attempting to re-establish contact. Failure. Executing current mission directive until communications are restored. Performance at 59%. I mean, also not gonna lie, kind of looks good with like the white tips on. Data file. Struck by electromagnetic pulse while navigating quadrant. Partial systems failure. Homing coordinates lost. Oh. So its navigation system got fried. Assessment. I am an evolving weapon construct. Acquire adaptations through combat. Repeat until capabilities enable rediscovery of return route. Mission directive unchanged. Aww. Okay, this clumsy little ass. As I say, tripping on air? We'll just say he tripped on a star. Aw, not my boy crying. Alpha, an abject failure. I erased his memory and planted a compulsion to return to me. Does that mean he's trying to return even now, or is he trying to return to us? Data file, damaged, repairing, 33%. Data file, passing frozen star, passing barren star, passing vortex star, passing dying star. Operating on minimum energy, no signal detected, no response to... All you need is faith in yourself, and a little courage to see it through. Data file. Target lost. Last unknown coordinates recorded on planet... Oh, well, that's new. Oh, this is the arena where we fought Kefka. Alpha, your homing instinct is functioning as designed. Oh, then this is a cocoon then, I guess, of sorts. Evidence suggests your fellow Alpha Group subjects perished when the rift contracted. Unavoidable. But there is a multitude of their kind. The next experiment will go forward as planned. I'm assuming that was hell no. Such protestations are wasted energy. This does not aid you in executing your assigned task. Just as I pursue my directive, so must you fulfill your role. Our purpose justifies our existence. Does it now? What? Oh. Yeah, so I was right. It was a freaking shrinking one then, for that card. Also interesting, made ourselves smaller and then also invisible with the water. Interesting. Intrusion detected. Oh god, that was a lot of running. Thanks, Alpha. That was a marathon. Because I wonder, even though we shrunk, does that mean our weight also went down as well? Now, who was saying our feathered companion here was obsolete? You can't even see my freaking eyes. He put his tools to work even as the rift began to collapse. Shrank us down and turned us invisible. Also, it could bring you a little surprise. But he had to keep it quiet, or you'd realize we'd survived. He had to trust that we were still clinging on, even as he ran through that endless freezing void. I mean, wouldn't he still be able to feel us even though we were invisible? Because even if you make yourself invisible, you're still physically there. You still be able to actually touch things. And say an invisible man or woman or whatever was touching you, you would still feel it. Even if it was the freaking void. You wanted to test us, Omega. So let the experiment begin. Still excited to see what freaking form he takes on, though. Because right now it just kind of looks like that big orb thing you fight in Final Fantasy IX. Never thought of myself, but I know of it. Illogical. Alpha had no reason to take such action. How do you continue to defy my projections? Error. Insufficient data. Adjusting experiment protocol. I will engage you in battle now. I must have my answers. Oh. How someone did that? kind of reminds me of a mimic from Elden Ring. Wow, what the heck is it turning into? Oh. Since it was getting beaten by us, it turned into something like us? Interesting. Also typical freaking Final Fantasy villain with freaking silver hair. Although not gonna lie, that outfit kind of reminds me of some of the lads from Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. That movie. Fighting this form should provide me with a new level of understanding. Insight into your physiology, your mindset, your mortality. Huh. Is conflict the only way? I mean, it's a valid question. Affirmative. I understand your language, but your words cannot sway me from my directives. You possess a capability that I do not. The instant I became aware of that fact, conflict became an inevitability. That is my purpose. That is Omega. Huh. Commencing final experiment. Testing will continue until I unlock the nature of your anomalous strength. Yeah, and this must be 4.0. Interesting. AlphaScape 4.0 now accessible. An AlphaScape shaft has been... Oh, that was all the other stuff that was getting added before. Interesting. So... Because otherwise that just is gonna be annoying. Seven minutes. Hey, get the fuck out of here. And then I gotta go back to here, and then I gotta go back to the other one. What is that guy doing? He's just literally running around in circles. Bruh. Meanwhile, I'm just hoping to get back to frickin' Limsa before it decides, hey, by the way, we're doing another one of these. Again, I still really wish it would just draw me back where it was when I was just before getting launched into the duty in question. Is there a... actually, should probably go to here, and then I can go to I think it's you, right? Bam. Like I was like, oh, you're unable to equip shit. It's like, yeah, it's because I'm currently in that class, not this class. Blacksmith. Okay, now we can go give that to what's his face. And before we get interrupted again. Where with the freaking Gale, sir? It's mere 71. Dum ba dum. Da dun dun dun. Oh, he wants high quality ingot? Alright, or steel ingot. Well, that's not too bad then. Yeah, hold on. But dum. So where was the? I said, didn't I just get another one? I swear I did. Oh, that is the one I just got. If it was without the material, okay, that's fine. Then I'm assuming you're gonna be somewhere along the same lines as far as that one, and then at least I'm hoping so. So I just have to yes, perfect. Okay, do I have enough for steel ingots? I need bomb ash and iron ore. Interesting. Because if we have not made either, where the frick do we get this? Gathering, right? Bomb ash. We need to go to the Sabgoli Desert. Then I need only one. Alright, that shouldn't be too bad. Apparently I still got you on here. Where is Atman Guide? And then it was pointing over in this corner. Right? Here? I am in the right area, right? Oh, that's because I am in the wrong freaking. Hold on. I was like, that's why I couldn't do it that way. Oh, Retta. That would make sense. It's like, man, why am I not seeing the freaking outcrops? That is because I need to be in this. We're fine, right? Though this is gonna give me a good amount of XP, though. That part is fine. Also, I came with this. Not a minion. So much XP looking. 1100. Not freaking bad. I mean, I also might as well just grab a decent amount anyways. Might as well, sir. Also, average wait time 7 minutes. My ass, sir. It's now been 7.5 minutes. Also, do I have anything to... Oh, never mind. Hold on. Nice. Okay, time for the last one. Yeah, so we got a Reaper in here. Got a Samurai in here. Oh, and other tank is a Paladin. Okay. Wow. Ew. What? It changed again? Why? I thought that was gonna be. Never mind. Apparently one of our labs got yeeted off. I feel you. Oh boy. Morphing again? What are they doing this time? Oh, it's back to the other one again. That's why I think the other form was a mega out. Field fabrication. Oh, now it's imitating for the Paladin. Oh, never mind, it's changing again. I did not mean to go on myself. I want him. Also, 2 Vitelter. I got robot ass fucking melted. Oof, what? Oh! Oh my god. Yeet him into the abyss here. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, get me out of there, get me out of there. Nice. What? Did you take away my frickin' thing? Oh. That would do it. So if I'm gonna do anything any damage. Oh boy. Okay. What? What just freaking hit me there? Oh my god. Why, man? Oh my god, bro! Did we just get wiped out? Oh my god, that is ridiculous, juggling both the forward. Gun? Kin? Ah, that's supposed to be me. I can't. It's the first time I fucking fought the boss. What do you want from me? Bro. We're both tanks. What do you want from me? Fuck off. What? Why did that immediately KO me? What the absolute fuck? That should not have killed, but okay. Oh my god, that's ridiculous. Ow. Select that with magic. Wait, oh god. Oh god.
fuck does it keep selecting every else but what I want? Sir? Oh my god, really? Oh my god. That's ridiculous. Where am I? Oh, I'm here. Okay, I'll pay attention this time, because I didn't realize that was a thing until a little bit too late. Oh my god, fuck off! Oh, fuck. Ah, my god, rope. Oh my god, bro. This part just been rolling? Wait. I cannot see anything. Oh, yes. Oh my god. Oh, fuck me. Like, bro, fuck off. Heck, why'd that go so late? I didn't die this time. Quit selecting other fucking players, just selected you. Okay, go over here, go over here. Hold on. Oh my god. Oh, fuck. Okay, wait a minute. Nice. Okay, I just hope I get it right this time. And then they can stop fucking yelling at me. Nope. Oh my god, really? I was just, that was... Fuck's sake. Okay, now attack me, Emily. I got it. Come here. If it would allow me to go, there we go. Oh, fuck, run away. Got it. Okay, go. Oh my god, run into that one. Oh my god, bro. Is that somebody's limit break? Is it done? Ah, fuck. Hey, Andy, welcome back, sir. Oh my god. Yeah, I felt incredibly dumb there, because I didn't realize what the debuffs meant. The one where it's like, oh, you can't attack the male one or the female one. So much to roll through. Oh, I even got that. Oh my god. It feels like the 4 times raids and alliance raids are definitely a step up in difficulty. Yeah, to be fair, my brain's kind of dumb sometimes, and I get like very focused on what's happening in front of me that I forget to pay attention to some other things. So I kind of miss something sometimes because I'm looking at all the things on the ground happening that I forget to look at debuffs. And it's a bit of an interesting learning curve. So fun though. Hello. Also, I don't know if you were here earlier for this, but I was saying that the outfit for the male form of Omega kind of reminds me of the guys from Advent Children. A little bit. Failure. Defeated. Also, I love the freaking pink eyes. I wanted to understand you. Dissimulate your strength. Nah. just had to reset audio there because I think it was slightly out of sync there. Alpha, your gesture serves no logical purpose. You are as incomprehensible as these mortals, but you did not fight them. How have you become like them? I mean, essentially you kind of made him a bit of a blank slate when you took away his memories. It's kind of like an animal imprinting on whatever it finds, I guess. Is essentially what it's like for that. Omega, the anomaly you see in us, the answer you search for. It is our heart, our spirit, the intangible strength of one's soul. It is not a quality that can be measured or acquired through any amount of analytical combat. Instead of fighting against us, you might have learned more by standing with us, just as Alpha did. Heart. You speak of something more than what beats in your chest. The inconsistent, immeasurable factor behind your victories. Midgar Summer displayed it too, but such an unpredictable potential was never part of my design. Projection. I had integrated this quality. How powerful would I have become? Strong enough to return? Nay, Omega, I'm afraid it doesn't work like that. 'Twas a long, lonely path you traveled to arrive here. To return across that vast distance alone, anyone with a spirit to break would find the journey more difficult, not less so. I see. I think I understand. That must be this place collapsing. The rift is destabilizing. God, take me for a fool. I hadn't planned past defeating Omega. Oh? That sounds like Midgar's Homer again. Or not. Hi. Chief, Jin, Alpha. Hold on, we're coming. I mean, technically this is one of Midgar Soma's children. Wedge and Pix is with them. The back of a huge dragon. Yeah, it's freaking Ralsfurger. Kinda surprising. Midgar Summer sent us to rescue you. Explanations can wait. Hop on quick. Interesting. Was not planning on seeing him here. Or actually, correction, I didn't expect to see him here. But I'm happy to. But also makes sense that he would send one of his children after us. Because I'm assuming, even though Midgar Summer couldn't beat her himself with his soul, he could probably still communicate with his own children at least. Ralsfurger, was it? Wasn't it? Thanks. You pulled us out of a tight spot indeed. Yeah, do not thank me. Thank Father. Spare me thy pleasantries, mortal. I but lend my wings at the request of my sire. So Midgar Summer has been watching over us. Would dare give thanks to him as well. His intervention allowed us to continue our battle, and forever remove the threat of Omega from this world. From all worlds.
In all the long centuries of mine existence, this marketh the first occasion my father hath asked a boon of me. Or asked me a boon. Also, what was that? Why'd that sound like some sort of message? A gift of gratitude, and mayhap of atonement, for those who would face the deadly foe he left behind. Will he remain in slumber? "'Tis likely, little one. What is but a fleeting respite from my sire might last a lesser creature's lifetime." Huh. But let not thy heart be troubled. Even in dream he doth keep his mind's eye upon the fate of the star. He is possessed of remarkable... devotion is mayhap the closest word in the tongue of men. His love is as boundless as the sea of stars, across which he carried his unhatched brood. Yeah, because that was the unrelevant targets that Omega was talking about before, in that stuff we were reading. It did sustain him even as the arduous journey exhausted the fire in his mane. Oh. So that's why his appearance changed then, compared to what we saw. When at last he arrived upon Heidelin, a sanctuary for his children, did he form with this land an irreplaceable bond. Enough, I have spoken over much, but I will praise your victory, as my father would surely wish to were he here. Well, it's nice seeing him again. Huh. Yeah. That's what I heard. Yeah, sure fucking why not. Well, I can add being rescued by a great worm to the list of things I didn't expect to happen today. It was fortunate Ralphriger agreed to come for us. We had to defeat Omega at any cost, of course, but I much prefer being alive to celebrate the deed. True. Yeah, and then we got like one last quest. Ooh, what is this? Declare under distant skies. I wonder if that means this is going to be like a minion version of Alpha then. Whew. I'm so glad we got you out of there. I don't know what we would have done if Ralphriger hadn't come along. The situation being what it was, Wedge and I came out to the yawn to see if we could lend you a hand. Karujan's orders be damned. That's when we saw the ether bubbling like hot water in a pot. Just as we were debating whether or not we should jump in, that big surly dragon flew down to explain the anomaly. Then he offered us a ride. And the rest you already know. Jesse will be relieved to hear that Omega is gone and you lot are safe. I say we head straight back to Raglar's Reach and let everyone know the good news. Interesting. Alpha? Alpha staring quietly into the now empty yawn. I'll take the quiz. I'll meet you back in frickin' Raglar's Reach as well. Interesting. Huh. But now what? Welcome back, Jim. You truly are a force to be reckoned with. If ever there's another Omega, I'd wager it'll skip the experiments and go straight to generating a simulacrum of you. Me? Nah, that'd be great anyways. Not that I'd want that to happen, and besides, I don't think anyone can truly mimic your unique strengths. You're our one-of-a-kind hero.
So, does this mean we don't have to worry about Omega's monsters invading our world anymore? Ah, all of its creations vanish along with the rift itself. With Omega defeated, we averted that particular catastrophe before it began. Jin struck the killing blow, of course, but we never would have made it to that point without everyone's hard work and support. Once again, I am sincerely grateful to be surrounded by such wonderful colleagues. Huh. But even though Alpha's also a thing that got created by Omega, he's still around though, which is interesting. Ahem. Not to spoil the moment, Chief, but the Alliance leaders are anxious to learn of Omega's fate. When every head of state is clamoring for a report, we can't very well ignore them. How much do you mean to tell them? How much indeed? All of it. When it comes to a threat of Omega's magnitude, we have a duty to reassure our allies that the world is not coming to an end. The best way to do that is to report every last detail. I'm surprised at you, Chief. I was almost certain you'd want to muddy the waters to prevent knowledge of this technology falling into the wrong hands, or something similar. Huh, I doubt anyone outside of our particular circle would even believe this tale. Experiments taking place in a rift between dimensions, facing off against villains recreated from history and legend, battling godlike creatures from the other worlds? Yeah, seems a little bit far-fetched. And even assuming some ambitious fellow schemed to build an Omega of his own, like Nero, the technology required is far beyond our reach, as that terrible weapon's home star, a distant dream. Right, you heard the Chief. We missed our chances on the front lines, but there's still plenty of work left to be done. Round up everyone who's standing idle, and get moving on those reports. And don't forget to contact our people still out in the field. Thank you, Jesse. Dial everything's in your capable... Not so fast, Master Garland. You count as part of the support team as well. Jin did all the fighting, and Alpha did all that running. But surely you have energy to spare. Crap, that means paperwork for me to do. Exactly did you expect to sign off on those official reports? And even without that little chore, you have a pile of other company tests that's growing our side to an aurochs, while you've been tending to this whole Omega business. Crap. Yeah, most importantly, isn't there someone else you should be sharing this victory with? I should probably head over to the infirmary right away. Meanwhile, you should take well-earned rest. I don't think there's a way to properly search you for all you've accomplished. But I'll see what we can do. I'm just glad that to have everyone back in one piece. Take care of yourself, Jin. What are your plans now, Alpha? With Omega gone, you're your own chocobo now. You can do whatever you want. Anything at all. I mean, I'm assuming he just wants to go explore now. You want to go outside? Did you have some place in mind? Oh, come on, Wedge. Get those lava-filled legs moving. I'll leave you without you. I'm away. And off the little potato runs. Alpha seems eager to see what Ralker's Reach has to offer. Yeah, let's go for a walk. I just get on the much bigger version of him. Also... Might as well. Then, oh, we're only at 264. Not enough for the last piece of armor. Alpha appears to be watching the inhabitants of Rutledge's Reach with great interest. Huh. I mean, I guess since he's technically part of this world now, he probably just wants to, I guess, understand it a bit better. I guess everything to him is just new. Where? Hero's not here. I'm assuming he's off and running already. No, Chief. He said he needed time away for recuperation, and then he left. Recuperation? His wounds must be troubling him more than he let on. He asked me to give you this. What's this? A receipt for payment? It covers the cost for the following items: additional machine parts and implements, supplemental reference publications, expenses incurred in upgrading magic armor and gunhammer, funds spent on idle research during enforced conveyance. Oh, and also includes a large sum listed as gratuity for exceptional services rendered. The entire amount was charged in your name, Master Garland. Of course, he has to frickin' foot the bill for him. Find him. I want everyone searching for Nero right now. Everyone. Well, that's very much like Nero. Annoying the shit out of Garland. Where's this one? Oh, over there. What is he doing back here? Where? Alpha appears to sense the solemn purpose of this place. A gentle pit might rouse him from his sudden melancholy. Well, he seemed happy about that. So now we're at the entrance to the place. So maybe I am right. He wants to go explore the outside. Hello, what are you two up to? Oh, just a nice little walk. Taking in the sights, were you? And by the looks of things, you're eager to venture a little further afield. Well, if Jin has no problem with it, then neither do I. Just don't go too far, alright? Not good enough. I'm sorry, Alpha, but we're all a bit too busy to show you around the fringes right now. I'm not sure about sending you out there alone. So, this is how he ends up as our, I guess, minion? Kind of the same way we got the sphere from, Wedge. When you think about it, this world is completely new to Alpha. And all he's done so far is travel back and forth between the Reach and the Yawn. Bet his head is filled with questions and curiosity.
He doesn't want to be taken for a walk. He wants to go on an adventure. That'd be a yes. Alpha's not some helpless chick, Biggs. He's stronger than you or me. And I wish I was half as brave. He should be allowed to. Listen, I'm going to talk to the chief about this. You're an employee, so there are certain rules we have to follow. I'm not saying I'm against the idea, and I'm willing to admit that Wedge has a point. But as I said, we've all got important jobs to take care of, the chief included. Can you wait a little longer? Jen, would you mind keeping Alpha company until we get back? I promise we'll be quick. Quick, he says. Quick, or are they just gonna get distracted and be like, I just gotta do this and that and this other thing? Sir, it is already the next day. Sorry to keep you waiting. My desk was covered in paperwork, but I managed to clear away the most pressing matters. Oh? That goes that. Now then, Alpha. I hear your heart's set on a journey of some kind. So I just want to be sure, but you aren't leaving because you think you tricked us into the rift, or because you're Omega's creation or anything like that, are you? It's like, what? Well, no? I would have stopped you if that was the case. Pure curiosity, on the other hand, is something I like to encourage. I mean, in that case, he fits right in. Exploring and interacting with the world, I think the experience will be good for him. Despite Omega's power, its potential to learn was hobbled by hostile directives. Alpha, on the other hand, is free to grow as he pleases. Very well, Alpha. As the chief engineer of Garland Ironworks, I hereby grant you unlimited leave to pursue personal research. I have no idea what is happening in the background. Travel far and wide, and take in everything these lands have to offer. Because I wonder if that's another friend thing, or is that like a whisper thing? Or I guess it'd be telling this game. Do come back when you're ready. I hate to lose such a valuable employee. Alpha, I miss you so much. You big frickin' softy, or you small softy. To be fair, he always kind of has had a soft spot for animals. Be careful out there. If anyone seems suspicious or shady, you stay away from them, even if they offer you treats. And, make sure you greet folks with a cheerful queer. They may not understand you, but at least they'll know you mean no harm. I'm sure you'll make new friends in no time. You just be yourself, you hear me? Hi, what is this? I'm assuming this is Nero? We forgot to shut it down. That's a model Omega that Wedge and I were working on. We built it while we were resting, thinking it might be useful for figuring out strategies or something. Not much use now, I suppose. Interesting. What? You want to keep it? I mean, technically I already have one. It's just a toy that'll follow you around. If you're happy with that, it's all yours. And off he goes.
here I thought he was coming with me. Fair journey to you, Alpha. Take care. Thank you, Jin. I'm off to see the world. Wonder if that's because of Heidelin? Was able to understand him? Interesting. Something amiss? Yeah, for whatever reason, I was able to understand him at the last moment there. That's strange. The Echo never allowed you to understand him before. This is just a theory, mind you, but assuming the absence of a soul is what prevents you from hearing Alpha's voice in the first place, then does it not follow that the reason you hear it now is, I guess he has a soul? Huh. Aye, a little miracle. It explains his sudden urge to travel. For a newborn soul, this world is brimming with unseen wonders. But I guess that explains why he's able to exist in our world without Omega around anymore. I wonder if people look at him and go, oh, that's just like a, kind of like a baby chocobo, but then they look at it again and go, maybe not? Ah, there's Nero. And so your journey begins. I almost envy you, Alpha. So many new things for you to discover. I mean, that also applies to people playing like a game for the first time. And somebody else going, man, I wish that was me, experiencing it for the first time again. Yeah, speaking of which, what terrible marvels can I trouble my old friend with next? Again, goddamn freaking adorable. Ah, crap. Although, I wonder if the little toy is even capable of repairing itself if it gets damaged. Because I don't think Alpha would have a way of repairing it if it did. And off he goes. Aww. Alt R? Yeah.
Helps if I spell that right.